Hey guys, welcome back here on Interpreting Quotes, where I interpret your favorite quotes from all over the world, from the most popular, most famous philosophers, geniuses, thinkers and leaders. This time it's a quote from Mark Brunnert and it says, "If you are looking for truth, you're doing right by looking inside." First, let's talk about the quote and what it means to the most of people. And then afterwards, talk about the solution, how you can improve your skill of looking inside. Please leave a like if this quote impacts your life and let me know what do you think of the meaning behind this sentence. So let's get right into it. If you are looking for truth, you're doing right by looking inside. Quote by Mark Brunnert. For me, this quote means you guys are always searching for truth in the outside, instead of looking inside where the truth really hides. But yeah, I know that's not easy, right? We are all struggling with our personality, with our body, with our health or money, or thinking of success, and especially we think about the thoughts of other people of us. And these thoughts are keeping us away from the truth because we are searching for recognition and for confirmation in others. It's like we think they know how we should live our life, so we are living it the right way, the true way. That's at least what we think, right? But what Mark says is basically you cannot find the truth in anybody else's mind or idea of this world. For that, you need to look inside. You need to dive deeper in your thoughts and understand your personality, your individual characteristic properties. That means you need to stop to compare yourself and your life with the life of others and start to think about your life and your individual abilities, skills and potential. I ask you, what are your individual abilities, skills, and what is your individual unique potential? Like Mark says, you're doing right by looking inside. You maybe start judging yourself now at this moment when I ask you, what is your individual ability, your individual skill, your unique potential? You maybe say, I don't know, I never thought about it. Or whenever I think about it, I only hear the voices of my friends, my family, my teachers, and anyone else who say you do this wrong and you do wrong on this thing and you're just failing everywhere. But like I said, or like Mark says, it's not about the truth in the outside. The people don't know you, your true inner feelings, your true inner strengths. They can't know. That means you're already on a good way when you even think about these things. Like Mark says, you're doing right by looking inside. When you are aware of the fact that other people don't know the whole truth about life and how to live it in the best way. It might be that they know their own life, how to live their own life in the best way. But they can also only share their experiences from their very own perspective. Because they are the same like you. They actually don't know what's really going on inside other people. Like I don't know either. How should I know? I'm just thinking of all this stuff and interpreting what huge minds are saying and put my part to it. So the people, they don't know what their maximum capacity of a special discipline or ability is. And other people don't know what the maximum capacity of a special discipline or ability is of other people. They can, just like you, only guess how aware others are. And so do you. You can't know how much capacity of something someone else has. You can only guess how aware others are. You might not even know your own awareness on something, on a special subject. So it's never the truth in the outside, at least not the absolute truth. But what they can say 100% for sure, and that's the same for you, is their own feelings, their own thoughts, their own fears. They can talk about that more than anybody else in the world. And if I ask you, what are your biggest fears? What are your deepest feelings? What are your craziest thoughts? You won't tell me, I know, but at least you can say, I know these, or at least you can say, I feel these, I think these, I am part of these. Because they are actually the person experiencing it right now. You are experiencing your deep thoughts, your deep feelings, your own fears right now at this moment. So you are the person who knows your deepest thoughts, fears, and your unique and deepest potential. That's why Mark says, if you are looking for truth, you're doing right by looking inside. It's not about sharing or caring about the outside, listening to people all the time, other people. It's about listening to your inner feelings, your inner thoughts, and learn to hear them, learn to read them, understand them, and know how to solve them or handle them. And what I also like about this quote of Mark is he says, if, only if you're looking for truth, you are doing right by looking inside. So he even gives you the free choice of looking inside. So if you don't want the truth, it's okay to not take a look inside. There are many things inside of us we're first afraid of looking at. We don't want to look at. That's why most people are ignorant or aggressive in some different cases, and you just like, I don't know why suddenly he's crazy, he's mad, he's doing whatever, because he's triggered, or she's triggered. It's like sometimes we don't want to explore the deeper truth, and that's okay. Like in Mark's quote, if you're looking for truth, you're doing right by looking inside. But if you're not looking for truth, it's okay to not look inside. But I would recommend to go this deep and go deeper every time. So it's okay to not explore the most deep feelings and discover your most deep problems and fears on your own. So let me talk about how to start looking inside to find the truth. There are three steps you can do. First step, stop comparing yourself. When you compare yourself, you still think that there is a basis of comparing, but there's not. You're 100% individual. And like I said before, you can't know what other people are capable of. You can't know, you can't be 100% sure. You can only guess. You are raised differently than others. You had different experiences than others. You have different interests than others. Even your internal process of thinking, feeling, and doing is different to others. If you don't believe me, take a friend and do the 16 personality check online. I put a link in the description. Or do the Strength Finders. I put that link also in the description. You will see that even you are good friends with your friend, but you're two completely different persons, even when your interests or something else is matching. So stop comparing. It's not possible anyways. Second step, stop searching for the truth outside. That means stop thinking you don't know anything or you know only parts of something. Start believing that you know stuff. You know very well how you feel, how you are, when you feel good, when you feel uncomfortable or bad. So don't go on the internet and look up how to feel this and that, or how to solve this or that mind problem you have, or this or that fear. You can look it up, but also always think your own process. Don't take everything from scratch, or don't believe everything you just hear someone says. Even me, you should not trust every word of me, because I also only share my experience, my perspective, my interpretation of all these things, of all these quotes. All I want is to give you the opportunity to find the truth inside, so you don't have to believe me anymore, or take everything a guru, teacher, or anybody else is saying at face value. Think about it on your own, and then decide whether you believe it or not. And I can tell you, in these times, with all the different stuff happens around the world, and the much information you get every day, it's very, very important. Or I cannot tell what's important for you, but I can say it can change your life when you think about it on your own, and then decide whether you believe it or not, before asking people, other people, or before asking the newspaper, or before asking a book, or before asking a guru about it. First, think about it on your own, and then decide whether you believe it or not. Like Mark says, you find truth inside, not in the outside. So the second step is stop searching for the truth in the outside. And the third step is start believing your inner voice. There is a voice within you which speaks to you all day long. Actually, there are two voices inside you. The one is the voice within you which speaks to you all day long. It describes everything you see, smell, touch, hear, taste throughout the day. So it's like the voice explaining the world to you. This chatter is the voice which talks from the learned knowledge. It's talking from the learned knowledge, like everything you learned in your life. It's the thing that wants recognition for what it knows. You know that sometimes you want to say something because I know that, I want to say it, like in school. Yeah, you put your finger up and then say, yeah, I know that and that. But after school, you don't need that anymore, but your mind still wants this recognition. It wants to share something you know, or you partly know. But there's another voice deep inside of you, which describes your feelings and your emotions without judging or wanting anything from you or anything else. It's just like it's speaking and then it's finished. You always hear this voice when you feel a deep inner calling, and you just know that this is right. Start to believe in that inner voice and learn to hear it even louder than the other voice that describes everything and needs recognition for it. And you can learn to hear this voice when you're, for example, meditating, or when you're in a relaxed state, early morning after waking up, or when you lay in the bathtub, or when you just lay in your bed and listening to calm music. And these 3 steps, like stop searching for the truth outside, start believing your inner voice, and stop comparing yourself. These are the 3 steps to help you on your journey to inner truth. And stop comparing yourself. Stop looking for the truth in the outside. I guess that's what at least Mark meant when he said, if you are looking for truth, you're doing right by looking inside. So thank you for watching, and if you liked this video, or if this quote impacts your life in any way, please leave a thumbs up, and it takes only 2 seconds and it helps out a lot. Thank you very much. And let me know what you think of the meaning behind this sentence in the comments below. I would love to read all your comments, and I would love to answer them or get in touch with you. So thank you very much for watching, and see you soon.